Hello, my name is Name, and I am a wildlife filmmaker and bird enthusiast. So obviously I love birds, and over the years I've had the opportunity to see some of the most incredible birds on our planet, and I wanted to share with you what I think are the top 10 most beautiful birds in the world. I hope you enjoy. We're gonna start off in Central and South America with one of my favorites, the keelbill toucan. Now this guy has one of the biggest beaks of any bird on our planet, and it's actually lighter than you would expect. It's hollow, and it's used for attracting mates, defending its territory, all sorts of things, feeding on fruit, and also communicating with other toucans. This bird is truly an iconic bird of the tropics. It's sort of the symbol of the rainforest. You can hear them calling from the trees. They have a distinctive call, kinda sounds like a dog bark, and they are super vocal birds. One thing I really love about toucans is their curiosity and their intelligence. When I've had them at the lodge where I work, they come up to you trying to get you to feed them, but they're a little bit wary. And they take some time to get used to you. But once they do, they are super friendly and like to hang out. Even though they are big, heavy birds, they are super agile and graceful in the trees and look absolutely stunning. The resplendent quetzal, again, found in Central America, is one of my favorite birds. I got to see them in the wild twice, and it was truly magical. This is the national bird of Guatemala and also appears on their money. This bird is absolutely spectacular. They prefer the cooler climate, the higher elevations of the cloud forest, and I've gotten to see them in places like Monteverde and also in the Los Santos forest. There are lots of birds on this list that are brightly colored, but when you see a bird like the quetzal, which has these beautiful emerald green feathers, kind of shines and shimmers different colors depending on how the light hits it, and then the combination of the red breast and the long tail feathers that trail behind them, there's really nothing like it. And the Mayan people used to consider this a sacred bird. And it's pretty easy to understand why. This is one of the most sought-after birds by birdwatchers worldwide and is sadly threatened due to deforestation. So hopefully we can protect this beautiful bird. Now let's head over to Indonesia and check out the Wilson's bird of paradise. Now there are many different species of birds of paradise, and they are all spectacular. But if you ask me, this is the most beautiful of them all. As you can see, it has a brilliant blue crown, this iridescent green chest, red wings, and a bright yellow nape. It's kind of like a mix between a peacock and a hummingbird. And their courtship displays are just incredible. They dance around, showing off their beautiful feathers to try to attract a mate. And they're only found in a few small areas of Indonesia on the islands of Wajio, Batanta, and Yali. And if you want to go see them in the wild, well, good luck. They are very hard to find because they live deep in the remote jungle markets. Now let's move over to Africa and check out one of my absolute favorites, the flamingo. Flamingos are tall, pink, and very elegant. They stand on one leg, walk in a funny way, and have very distinctive faces with these big bulgy eyes. They are filter feeders and need to eat thousands of tiny crustaceans called brine shrimp to keep up their pink coloration. They live in large groups and have distinctive calls. If you ever get a chance to see a group of flamingos dancing while they mate, well, you are very lucky. The flamingos seem so poised and graceful, and yet they are clumsy on land and make funny noises. But who cares? They are absolutely beautiful birds. The peacock is another one of my favorites. And I think most people know about this bird and have seen it before. But did you know that there are actually 4 different species of peacocks? The Indian peafowl is the most common, and you can find them in India, Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, and parts of Africa and the Middle East. They've been domesticated for centuries, and you can find them in zoos and some backyards. And it's hard to miss these guys because they have such distinctive calls and of course those beautiful trains that the males have. Peacocks have been revered throughout history by many different cultures for their beauty and immortality. In Hindu mythology, they are associated with the god Krishna. In China, they symbolize wealth and power. In medieval Europe, they were symbols of the aristocracy, and they appear in heraldry, art, literature, poetry, and all kinds of media. Honestly, These birds deserve all the attention because they are beautiful and majestic. And now let us fly over to South America and check out one of the most beautiful parrots on our planet, the hyacinth macaw. This is the largest flying parrot and the largest bird in the game family. This macaw is only found in South America, and they prefer the wetter areas like the Pantanal and the Amazon rainforest. They are very intelligent and social birds. They live in groups and travel in groups. And even though they are huge, like the size of a small dog, they are very agile in the trees. And if you didn't notice, their feathers are a beautiful deep cobalt blue with beautiful golden eye rings. They are endangered due to being captured for the pet trade and also due to deforestation. But there are organizations working to protect them. Let's fly over to Asia and check out the mandarin duck. Mandarin ducks are medium-sized ducks with very distinctive looks and behaviors. They are found in East Asia and tend to prefer fast-flowing streams and lakes and ponds with lots of trees around them. I think this duck is one of the most beautiful birds simply because it looks like it belongs in a storybook or something. It seems almost too perfect. They are very popular in Chinese art and poetry and are considered a symbol of love and fidelity. The male and female look different, and the male is the one with the striking looks. This beautiful combination of orange, blue, purple, and green feathers. And it's not just their looks, they also have distinctive calls and are very active. They're quick and agile in the water, and also on land. And mandarins are one of the most beautiful ducks on the planet. Now let's fly over to Oceania and check out the Victoria crowned pigeon. Not everyone knows about this bird because it's not the most common, but I wanted to include it because it's just so special and elegant. The Victoria crowned pigeon is a large pigeon. Yes, it's related to the rock dove and the feral pigeon. But when you see one of these, you realize they are definitely not your average pigeons. They have a crest of feathers on their heads that kind of looks like a crown, and that's where they got their name. They are bluish gray and have a beautiful white outline around their eyes. They are mostly found in New Guinea and the surrounding islands and tend to prefer the lowland forest. And I think this is one of the most beautiful pigeons on the planet and really deserves to be admired. Okay, drum roll please. No. One on my list is the bird of paradise, specifically the greater bird of paradise. There are many different species of bird of paradise, and all of them are beautiful. But again, if you ask me, this is the best looking bird on our planet. And these birds are native to New Guinea and the surrounding islands. Now, bird of paradise males have these long flowing plumes that trail behind them. And they use these feathers to perform all kinds of tricks during mating season. They dance, they sing, they bow, and they flip upside down to show off their beautiful feathers to the ladies. And it works. The birds of paradise are some of the most sought-after birds by photographers and birdwatchers alike. And they are definitely a sight to behold. Well, there you have it. 10 beautiful birds from around the world. But remember, these are just my favorites. And there are many other beautiful birds on our planet. If you could pick one of these birds to have as a pet, which one would you choose? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you want to see more videos like this, thanks for joining me. Until next time, happy birding!